ever had a friend who never seems to stop talking? This friend may be a lot like our main character, Papaguayo, who never knows when to be quiet. But Papaguayo solves more problems than he creates. In this classic Amazonian tale by Gerald McDermott, we learn from Papaguayo that you can never be happy if you're always afraid. This is Papaguayo the Mischief Maker by Gerald McDermott. Papaguayo woke with the morning sun. He ruffled his bright yellow feathers and let out a rashes. The night creatures were still sleeping, but Papaguayo was awake and he made mischief. Sometimes Papaguayo would steal the spider monkey's fruit. Other times, he'd startle the butterflies, making them scatter in all directions. And other times, Papaguayo would take a nut high up into the sky and drop it on the armadillo's shell. Whatever Papaguayo was up to, he always made lots, and I mean lots of noise. And this would disturb the peaceful sleep of the night creatures. They would wake up and say, "Papaguayo, please be quiet." But the bird would not stop squawking. They'd wake up again and say, "Papaguayo, not so loud." But Papaguayo would not stop. Finally, the night creatures would wake up and say, "Papaguayo, shut your beak!" One particular morning, Papaguayo was being very, very loud. So the sleepy-eyed sloth had a talking to the noisy bird. "Papaguayo, you make entirely too much noise. You disturb the peacefulness of the night creatures." "Well, sleepyheads, why don't you laugh and play all day as I do?" "Well, the day is bright and full of sounds, so we sleep during the daytime. But at night, we come out and sing quiet and moon music. We sing quietly because, well, we're afraid to disturb the peacefulness of the night." "Afraid? Afraid? How can you ever be happy if you're always afraid? Ridiculous!" Papaguayo took off high above the treetops. Just as Papaguayo was going to sleep, the night creatures came out to sing their quiet moon music as they always did. But somewhere deep in the heart of the rainforest, beneath the crumbling walls of the great ruined city, something stood. It was the ghost of an ancient monster dog, awakening from a very deep sleep. And this monster dog wasn't any old monster dog. He was a moon bear. So when he woke up, he was very, very hungry. So when he saw their beloved moon, round, sweet, and delicious, he licked his lips. The moon dog loped along the path with the stars to the moon. The night creatures gasped when they saw the moon dog pounce on the moon and greedily began to lick it. Then the moon dog took a big bite out of the moon and scurried off back into the heart of the great ruined city. The next night, the night creatures came out to see what had been done to the moon. "Oh no! A piece of our moon is gone. What are we gonna do now?"
"Well, maybe we'll go back to fullness again. We can't complain if only a little bit of our moon is gone."
But unfortunately, night after night after night, the moon dog returned. And as the moon dog got fatter and fatter, the moon got thinner and thinner. It had been 7 nights since the moon dog had begun to eat the moon. The moon was only the tiniest of a sliver. The night creatures were too terrified to go to sleep. So they stared, red-eyed and unfamiliarly blinking in the bright sunlight. Just then, Papaguayo came along, chuckling and laughing to himself.
"Well, good morning, my
began to whimper. The moon dog had returned, and he was bigger and fatter than ever. He was just about to eat the last sweet bit of the moon when Papaguayo jumped in and yelled, "Noise! Noise! Noise! We must make noise!" The night creatures were timid at first, but soon they began to make the noise. They shook bushes and cracked sticks. They howled and hissed and croaked. And soon they began to beat a rhythm, and that rhythm got louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. All this noise startled the moon dog, and he scurried back into the heart of the great little city. Oh, how brave! We did it! We scared away the moon dog! Oh, how brave are we!
Yeah, and now our moon hero back to phone us again. Wow! Now that the moon dog has tasted a sweet bit of your moon, he's sure to come back. When he does, you won't know what you must do.
But the night creatures were tired of staying up so early and all the excitement they'd have during the day, and they were already curling up for a good day's rest. But the sun was beginning to color the sky, so Papaguayo got up and